Hey there, friends. Picture this, it's a bright, sunny Saturday morning. The sky is blue, the birds are chirping, and I'm super excited because I'm moving into my brand new house. I've got a big moving truck parked right in front of my new place. It's humming loud, like a big sleepy monster. Boxes are piled up high, some with my clothes, some with my books, and even one with my favorite video games. I'm carrying them one by one, sweating like I just ran a race. My shirt's all wet, and I'm huffing and puffing. It's hard work, but I'm happy. Moving into a new house feels like a big adventure, right? Everything seems normal so far, just a guy trying to get his stuff inside. But oh boy, things are about to get crazy. Before I tell you what happens next, I've got a fun question for you. Have you ever had a nosy neighbor who messed up your day? Maybe they peeked over the fence or asked too many questions. Drop your story in the comments below, I'd love to hear it. Oh, and if you like wild stories like this one, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this. Okay, back to my big moving day. I'm carrying a heavy box full of pots and pans when I hear something. It's not the truck or the birds, it's footsteps. Fast, angry footsteps. I look up, and there she is, a lady marching straight toward me from the house across the street. Let's call her Karen, because that's a perfect name for her. She's got her arms crossed tight, her lips all scrunched up, and her eyes squinting like she's mad at the whole world. Her house looks perfect, flowers in the yard, shiny windows, not a speck of dirt anywhere. She's dressed in a fancy shirt and pants, like she's ready to boss someone around. And guess what? That someone is me. Karen stops right in front of me, so close I can see her shiny earrings bouncing as she talks. She doesn't say hi or smile. Nope, she just points at my truck and yells, "What is that ugly thing doing here?" Her voice is loud and sharp, like a teacher scolding a kid who forgot their homework. I put my box down and wipe my sweaty hands on my shorts. Hi, I say, trying to be nice. I'm just moving in. That's my truck. I'll move it soon, I promise. But Karen doesn't care. She shakes her head and says, "This is a nice neighborhood. We don't want big, noisy trucks ruining everything." I blink at her. Ruining everything? It's just a truck. I'm not throwing a loud party or painting the house purple. I'm just a guy with boxes, trying to start fresh in a new place. But Karen's not done. She pulls out her phone from her pocket, it's one of those big, fancy ones, and starts tapping on it. "I'm filming this," she says, holding the phone up like she's making a movie. "You're in big trouble, mister." I'm standing there, a little confused, thinking, trouble? For moving in? But she keeps going. She's waving her phone around, pointing it at me, the truck, even my stack of boxes, like they're all doing something bad. Then she says something that makes my eyes go wide. "I'm calling 911, she shouts. "The police are going to come and fix this." I tilt my head and look at her. The police? For a moving truck? That's nuts. I try to stay calm and say, "Ma'am, it's okay. I'm not hurting anyone. I just need to unpack." But she's not listening. She's already pressing buttons on her phone, talking fast. "Yes, hello, 911? There's a suspicious truck here," she says, glaring at me like I'm some sneaky bad guy. Now, I'm starting to get a little annoyed. I mean, come on. I've been working hard all morning, carrying heavy stuff, and all I want is to get my couch inside so I can sit down. But Karen's acting like I'm the worst person ever. The neighbors start peeking out their windows, watching us. One guy even steps onto his porch, holding a cup of coffee, just staring. It's like a show, and I'm the star, but not in a good way. Karen's making a big scene, and I'm stuck right in the middle of it. But here's the thing, she doesn't know who I really am. She thinks I'm just some regular guy with a noisy truck, someone she can boss around and scare off. Oh, Karen, you've got no idea what's coming. See, I've got a secret. It's a big one, and it's going to turn this whole day upside down. I'm not just moving into this house for fun. There's something else going on, something she'd never guess in a million years. But I don't say anything yet. I just keep stacking my boxes, letting her yell and wave her phone. I even smile a little, because I know the truth and it's going to be awesome when she finds out. The sun's getting hotter, and my arms are tired from all the lifting. Karen's still pacing around, talking loud into her phone. "Yes, officer, it's an emergency," she says. "This truck is blocking everything." I shake my head and grab another box. "Blocking everything?" "The street's wide open. Cars can drive by just fine." She's making it sound like I parked a giant spaceship in her yard. But I don't argue. I just keep working, keeping my cool. Why? Because I know something she doesn't. Something big is about to happen, and it's going to make her wish she'd stayed inside her perfect little house. So, there I am, sweating and stacking, while Karen thinks she's winning. She's got that smirk on her face, like she's the boss of the whole neighborhood. Little does she know, I'm not scared of her phone or her 911 call. I've got a trick up my sleeve, a really good one. What is it? Well, you'll have to wait a bit to find out. Let's just say this moving day isn't going to end the way Karen thinks. It's going to be way more exciting than that. And trust me, it's worth sticking around for. That's where we start, friends. A sunny day, a grumpy neighbor, and a guy with a secret. What do you think happens next? Any guesses? I'll give you a tiny hint, things are about to get loud, and not because of my truck. Keep watching, because this story's just getting started. Okay, friends, here we go. The story's heating up now. So, I'm standing there in front of my new house, holding a big box of my stuff. The sun's shining bright, and my moving truck is parked right by the curb. It's big and loud, but it's just a truck, right? I'm minding my own business when Karen, the super grumpy lady from across the street, comes stomping over to me. Her arms are crossed tight, like she's hugging herself because she's so mad. Her face is all scrunched up, and she's staring at me like I just kicked her favorite flower pot. She stops super close and yells, "You can't park that ugly truck here." Her voice is loud and squeaky, like a bird that's really upset. "This is a nice neighborhood," she adds, pointing at my truck like it's the worst thing she's ever seen. I put my box down on the grass and take a deep breath. I don't want to fight, I just want to move in. So, I try to be nice. "Ma'am," I say, keeping my voice soft, "I'm just moving into my new house. The truck will be gone soon, I promise." I even smile a little, hoping she'll calm down. But nope. Karen's not happy with that. Not even a tiny bit. She shakes her head so fast her earrings bounce, and her eyes get all narrow. She's not listening to me at all. Instead, she reaches into her pocket and pulls out her phone. It's shiny and big, like something a movie star would have. She holds it up high and says, "I'm filming you right now." She's pointing it at me like I'm some sneaky thief or a bad guy in a cartoon. I blink at her, confused. "Filming me? For moving my stuff? That's silly." Then she says something even wilder. "I'm calling 911, she screeches. Her voice is so loud I bet the whole street hears her. "You're breaking HOA rules," she yells, waving her phone around like it's a magic wand. Now, I don't know all the HOA rules yet, those are the special rules for the neighborhood, but I'm pretty sure parking a moving truck for a few hours isn't a big crime. I mean, how else am I supposed to get my couch inside? I'm just standing there, holding another box, thinking, "Lady, it's a moving truck, not a monster. It's not growling or eating anyone, it's just sitting there, full of my stuff." But Karen doesn't care what I think. She's already tapping on her phone, pressing buttons super fast. "Hello, 911, she says, glaring at me like I'm the worst person ever. "There's a big, ugly truck here, and it doesn't belong." I can hear a quiet voice on the other end, probably the 911 person, but Karen's talking over them. She's acting like she's the queen of the whole street, and I'm some pesky bug she needs to squish. She smirks at me a mean little smile and says, "You'll be sorry when the cops show up." She's so sure she's won, like the police are going to zoom in and drag me away just because she says so. I look at her, then at my truck, then back at her. I don't say anything mean, I just nod and grab another box from the truck. I keep unloading my stuff, stacking it neatly by the front door. Why? Because I've got work to do, and I'm not scared of her phone or her big talk. But here's the fun part, Karen doesn't know something super important. She thinks she's in charge, calling 911 and making a fuss, but trouble's already bubbling up and it's not the kind she's expecting. See, I'm not just some random guy with a truck. There's more to the story, and it's going to surprise her big time. I don't tell her that, though. I keep my mouth shut and let her keep yelling. She's pacing back and forth now, her fancy shoes clicking on the sidewalk. Yes, officer, she says into the phone, he's still here, ruining everything. The neighbors are starting to notice. A lady down the street opens her curtains and peeks out. A guy with a dog stops walking and stares at us. It's like a little show, and Karen's the loud star. She keeps pointing at me and my truck, saying stuff like, "We don't want people like him here." I roll my eyes a little. People like me? I'm just a guy with boxes. But she's making it sound like I'm some wild troublemaker who's going to wreck the whole neighborhood. I grab another box, this one's got my pillows in it, and carry it to the porch. My arms are getting tired, and the sun's making me super hot, but I don't stop. Karen's still on her phone, talking loud. Hurry up, she tells the 911 person. This is an emergency. An emergency? Really? I almost laugh, but I hold it in. It's just a truck. It's not on fire or anything crazy. But to Karen, it's like the end of the world. While she's busy being mad, I start thinking. She's so sure the cops are going to come and yell at me. She's smirking like she's already won a big prize. But what she doesn't see is that things are about to get tricky for her, not me. I've got a little secret, and it's hiding right under her nose. It's not in the boxes or the truck, it's about me. Who I am. What I do. And why I'm really here. But I don't say a word. I just keep moving my stuff, one box at a time, letting her think she's the boss. The air feels buzzy now, like something big is coming. Karen's voice is loud and sharp, cutting through the quiet street. She's telling the 911 person all about how terrible I am, how my truck is too big, how I don't belong. I can feel my heart beating a little faster, not because I'm scared, but because I know what's going to happen soon. It's going to be wild, and Karen's going to wish she'd just stayed inside with her perfect flowers and shiny windows. All right, friends, things are getting exciting now. So, there I am, standing by my big moving truck, stacking boxes one by one. The sun's shining down, and I'm sweaty from all the lifting. Across the street, Karen's going wild. She's pacing back and forth like an angry cat, her fancy shoes clicking on the sidewalk. She's holding her phone tight to her ear, talking super loud to 911. Yes, officer, she says, her voice all high and squeaky. There's a suspicious truck here. It's blocking everything. She's waving her free hand around, pointing at my truck like it's some big, bad monster. I can hear a tiny voice coming from her phone, the 911 person, I guess. It sounds calm and quiet, like they're trying to tell her to chill out. But Karen? Oh no, she's way too worked up. No, you don't understand, she yells. This is serious. I peek over at her while I grab another box. Serious? It's just a truck full of my stuff, clothes, books, maybe a soccer ball or two. It's not blocking the whole street or anything. But Karen's acting like it's the worst thing ever. I keep my cool, though. I don't yell back or get mad. I just stack my boxes neatly by my new front door. 1, 2, 3, they're piling up fast. I wipe the sweat off my forehead with my sleeve and take a deep breath. Karen can yell all she wants, I've got work to do. While I'm busy, some neighbors start watching. A lady with curly hair peeks out her window, her eyes big and curious. A man with a little kid steps onto his porch, whispering something to the kid. They're all wondering what's going on. Then, this one guy, he's got a red hat, catches my eye and waves at me. He smiles a little and mouths, "Good luck, buddy." I wave back, grinning. At least someone's nice around here. Karen doesn't notice the neighbors. She's too busy shouting into her phone. Hurry up, she tells the 911 person. This guy's a problem. I shake my head and grab another box, this one's got my favorite blankets in it. A problem? Me. I'm just trying to move in. But she keeps going, pacing faster now. Her face is all red, and she's saying stuff like, hoodlums like him are ruining our property values. Hoodlums. That's a funny word. I'm not some sneaky bad guy, I'm just a guy with a truck. But to Karen, I'm the enemy. Then, something cool happens. I'm bending down to pick up a box when I see a car. It's rolling up the street super quiet, like it doesn't want anyone to notice. It's not bright or fancy like Karen's house. It's plain, with dark windows you can't see through. It stops a few houses away, just sitting there. I straighten up and watch it for a second. Karen doesn't see it, she's too busy yelling and waving her phone around. But I see it, and my heart beats a little faster. Not because I'm scared, but because I know something she doesn't. I smirk to myself, a tiny smile nobody else can see. Oh, Karen, I think, you're in for a big surprise. That car? It's not just any car. It's part of something bigger, something secret. The pieces of this crazy day are starting to fall into place, like a puzzle coming together. Karen thinks she's the boss, calling 911 and making a fuss, but she has no clue what's really going on. I grab another box and carry it to the porch, acting like nothing's different. But inside, I'm excited. Things are about to get wild, and she's not ready for it. She keeps talking loud on her phone. Yes, officer, he's still here, she says. He won't listen to me. I roll my eyes and stack the box on top of the others. Won't listen? I told her I'd move the truck soon. But Karen's not happy unless she's winning. She's stomping around now, her arms flapping like a bird trying to fly. This neighborhood is perfect, she tells the 911 person. We can't have trucks like this messing it up. I almost laugh, but I hold it in. Messing it up? The street looks fine to me, green grass, pretty houses, a few birds chirping. My truck's not hurting anything. The neighbors are still watching. The lady with curly hair is leaning out her window now, trying to hear what Karen's saying. The man with the kid points at me and whispers something. The guy in the red hat gives me a thumbs up, like he's on my team. It's nice to know not everyone thinks I'm a hoodlum. I wave at him again and keep working. The pile of boxes is getting taller, and I'm starting to feel good about moving in, Karen or no Karen. That quiet car is still there, though. I sneak another look at it. It hasn't moved, just sitting with those dark windows. Karen's too busy to notice, but I'm paying attention. It's like a secret hiding in plain sight. She's yelling about property values and rules, but she doesn't see the real story unfolding. I grab a box with my kitchen stuff, plates and cups, and carry it over. My arms are tired, but I don't stop. I've got a feeling something big is coming, and I want to be ready. Karen's voice gets even louder. Yes, officer, please send someone fast, she says. This is an emergency. I shake my head. An emergency? Over a moving truck? That's nuts. But she's so sure the police are going to come and yell at me. She's smirking again, like she's already won a big prize. She thinks she's got me trapped, like a mouse in a cage. But here's the thing, she's wrong. That car down the street? It's a clue. A little hint about what's really happening. And it's going to change everything. I stack my kitchen box and wipe my hands on my shorts. The sun's hot, and I'm thirsty, but I keep going. Karen's still pacing, still yelling. The neighbors are still watching, waiting to see what happens. And that car? It's still there, quiet and sneaky. I smile to myself again. The pieces are falling into place, and Karen has no idea. She thinks she's the queen of the street, but she's about to find out she's not the only one with a plan. What's in that car? Why am I so calm? You'll see soon, friends, it's going to be awesome. Okay, friends, hold on tight, this is the best part. So, I'm standing there by my moving truck, stacking boxes like I've been doing all day. Karen's still going crazy, pacing around and yelling into her phone with 911. She's loud, saying stuff like, hurry up, he's still here. The sun's hot, my shirt's all sweaty, and the neighbors are peeking out their windows, watching the big show. That quiet car with the dark windows is still parked a few houses away, and I've been keeping an eye on it. Karen hasn't noticed it, she's too busy being mad at me and my ugly truck. Then, all of a sudden, something happens. The doors of that sneaky car pop open both at the same time. Two guys step out, and they're tall, like basketball players. They've got serious faces, no smiles at all. They're wearing regular clothes, like jeans and plain shirts, not fancy uniforms. But I see something shiny on their belts' badges. They're cops, but not the kind you see driving loud cars with flashing lights. These guys are different. They start walking toward us, their shoes quiet on the street. My heart beats a little faster, not because I'm scared, but because I know what's coming. Karen's still ranting, waving her phone around. Yes, officer, he's breaking all the rules, she shouts into it. She doesn't see the two guys coming closer, she's too busy glaring at me. Then, she hears their footsteps. She spins around super fast, her earrings swinging like crazy. When she sees them, her eyes get big, and she smiles a mean little smile. See, she snaps at me, pointing at the guys. I told you the cops would come. You're in big trouble now. She's so sure she's won, like she's the smartest person on the whole street. But then, something awesome happens. One of the tall guys, he's got short hair and a deep voice, looks right at Karen and says, "Ma'am, we're not here for him." He points at me with his thumb. We're here with him. Karen's mouth drops open, like a fish that just got surprised. Her phone almost slips out of her hand, but she catches it. She blinks at the guy, then at me, then back at the guy. "What?" she says, her voice all shaky. She's confused, and it's hilarious. I put down the box I'm holding, it's got my video games in it, and wipe my sweaty hands on my shorts. I reach into my pocket and pull out something shiny. It's my badge. I hold it up so Karen can see it, and I grin big. "Hi, Karen," I say, nice and calm. "My name's Detective Jake Carter. That ugly truck you hate? It's not just for moving. It's part of an undercover sting." I pause for a second, letting her think about that. Then I add, "Guess what? We've been watching this neighborhood for weeks." Karen's face changes fast. All the red, angry color drains away, and she turns pale, like a ghost. Her eyes get huge, and her mouth just hangs open. She doesn't know what to say, she's totally shocked. The two guys, my cop partners, stand next to me, looking at her. One of them, the guy with short hair, nods at me and asks, "She the one?" His voice is quiet, but serious. I shrug my shoulders and say, "Maybe. Let's see what she says next." I'm still grinning, because this is so much fun. Karen starts stammering, like she can't find her words. What?" she says again. "Undercover? But the truck." She points at it, her hand shaking a little. She thought it was just some loud, annoying thing, but now she's finding out it's part of something way bigger. I laugh a little and say, "Yup, the truck's special. We've been using it to keep an eye on things around here. And you, Karen, just walked right into it." The neighbors are really watching now. The lady with curly hair leans out her window so far I think she might fall. The man with the kid is pointing at us, whispering fast. The guy in the red hat, he's my favorite, gives me another thumbs up, like he knew I was cool all along. Karen's not the queen of the street anymore. She's just a lady who made a big mistake. My partners step closer to her. The other guy, he's got a buzz cut and a tough look, crosses his arms and says, "Ma'am, why'd you call 911 so fast? What's going on with you?" Karen's eyes dart around, like she's looking for a way to escape. I just wanted the truck gone," she says, her voice all wobbly. "It's ugly. It doesn't belong here." But the cops don't look happy with that answer. They glance at me, and I nod. We've been watching this neighborhood for a reason, something sneaky's been happening, and Karen's big fuss might mean she knows more than she's saying. I lean against my truck, feeling pretty good. "Karen," I say, "you thought I was just some random guy, huh? Well, surprise. I'm a detective, and this truck's part of my job." Her face gets even paler, if that's possible. She's not smirking anymore, she's scared. The 911 call is still going on her phone, and I can hear the dispatcher saying, "Ma'am? Ma'am, are you there?" Karen doesn't answer. She's too busy staring at me and my badge. The short-hair cop looks at me again. "What do you think, Jake?" he asks. "She part of it?" I tilt my head and look at Karen. "I don't know yet," I say. "But she sure likes making trouble. Maybe she's hiding something." Karen shakes her head fast. "No. I'm not hiding anything," she says, but her voice is all squeaky now. My partners don't say anything, they just watch her, waiting. This is the big moment, friends. Karen thought she was going to get me in trouble, but now the tables are turned. I'm not just a guy moving in, I'm a detective with a secret mission. That truck she hates? It's been helping us spy on the neighborhood. And Karen? She's not in charge anymore. She's stuck, and everyone knows it. What's she going to say next? Is she really just a grumpy lady, or does she know something bad? We're about to find out, and it's going to be wild. Alright, friends, let's wrap this up. So, there I am, standing by my truck with my detective badge in my hand. Karen's staring at me, her mouth still open like she can't believe what's happening. She's all shaky and says, "W what? Undercover? But the truck." Her voice is squeaky, like a mouse that got caught. I laugh a little and say, "Yeah, Karen, it's not just a moving truck. We've been tracking some sneaky, shady stuff around here. I didn't think I'd run into an HOA warrior like you, though." She blinks at me, her face all sweaty now. She's not so tough anymore. My partners, the two tall cops with badges, step closer to her. The one with short hair looks at her and asks, "Why'd you call 911 so fast, ma'am? What's going on with you?" The other guy, with the buzz cut, nods and says, "Yeah, what are you hiding?" Karen's eyes get big, and she starts backing away, her fancy shoe slipping a little on the grass. I'm not hiding anything," she mumbles, but she's sweating buckets now. She's making excuses, saying, "I just wanted the truck gone. It's loud and ugly." But my partners don't look happy with that. They keep staring at her, waiting for more. Then, something cool happens. The neighbors who've been watching this whole time start coming out of their houses. The lady with curly hair walks over, her arms crossed. The man with the kid comes too, holding the little boy's hand. Even the guy in the red hat joins us, smiling big. They've got stories to tell, and they're not afraid to spill them now. The curly hair lady says, "Karen's been mean to everyone new. She yelled at me when I planted flowers she didn't like." The man with the kid nods and says, "She told me my dog barked too much and threatened to call the cops." The red hat guy laughs and adds, "She tried to fine me for parking my bike on my own porch." I listen, and my partners listen too. Turns out, Karen's not just nosy, she's been hassling every new person who moves in. She thinks she's the boss of the whole neighborhood, making rules and scaring people. But now, with me and my cop friends here, she's not in charge anymore. Her face gets redder and redder as the neighbors talk. She tries to say, "That's not true," but nobody believes her. They're all nodding at each other, happy someone's finally standing up to her. My partner with the short hair looks at me and says, "Jake, what do we do with her?" I shrug and say, "She's not the big fish we're after, but she's definitely a troublemaker. Maybe she'll think twice next time." Karen's backing away more, but there's nowhere to go. The neighbors are all around, and my partners are watching her. She's not calling 911 now, she's too busy trying to figure out how to get out of this mess. By the end of the day, things settle down. Karen slinks back to her perfect little house, mumbling to herself. She's not yelling or waving her phone anymore, she's quiet, and it's awesome. Me. I finish unloading my truck. I carry the last box inside, it's got my pillows, and set it down with a big smile. My partners shake my hand and say, "Good job, Jake. See you tomorrow." They head back to their sneaky car and drive off. The neighbors wave at me, happy I'm here. The guy in the red hat even says, "Welcome to the street, buddy." I wave back and feel good. I step into my new house and look around. It's empty, but it's mine. The street outside is quieter now, no more screeching from Karen. It feels friendlier too, like the neighbors are glad I'm part of the team. Karen's not calling the shots anymore, and that's justice, right? She thought she could boss me around, but she was wrong. Now, I'm settled in, and the neighborhood's a little better because of it. Time to unpack and make this place home. Hey there, friends. Let's take a moment to think about this crazy day. So, here's the thing. Sometimes the loudest people like Karen think they're the boss of everything. They yell and point and act like they know it all. Karen was so sure she was in charge, stomping around and calling 911 on my truck. She thought she could scare me away because I was just a guy moving in. But she didn't see the whole picture. She didn't know I was a detective with a secret job. I moved into that house not just to live there, but to do something important, and Karen never saw it coming. That's what makes this story fun. She was loud and bossy, but I stayed quiet and kept doing my work. And in the end, I surprised her big time. It's like a game where the quiet player wins when nobody expects it. I bet you've seen that happen too, right? Maybe someone thought you couldn't do something because you're small or quiet or new. But then bam, you showed them they were wrong. That's the best feeling, isn't it? I want to hear your stories. Have you ever had someone underestimate you, only to prove them wrong? Tell me in the comments below, I'd love to read them. Life's funny like that, you know. The loud ones, like Karen, think they're the stars of the show. They talk big and make a fuss, but sometimes they miss what's really going on. The quiet ones like me that day can sneak up and change everything. I didn't need to yell or fight with her. I just did my job, and the truth came out. And when it did, Karen didn't know what to say. She went from being the loud queen of the street to just a lady who made a mistake. That's a cool lesson, right? So, here's what I think: don't let the loud people trick you into thinking they're always right. Sometimes they're just making noise because they're scared or mad. And don't be afraid to be the quiet one with a surprise up your sleeve. You don't have to shout to be strong. You can just keep going, doing your thing, and let your actions show who you really are. That's what I did. I moved my boxes, stayed calm, and let my badge do the talking. And it worked. What about you? You've got your own power, even if nobody sees it yet. Maybe you're good at something nobody expects, like drawing or running or helping your friends. Or maybe you've got a big idea that's going to surprise everyone someday. Keep that with you, okay? The world's full of Karens who think they know everything, but it's the quiet ones like us who can make a real difference. We don't need to be loud to be awesome. So, that's my story, friends. A sunny day, a grumpy lady, and a big twist she never guessed. I hope it made you smile and think a little. Next time someone tries to boss you around, just remember, you might have a secret weapon they don't see coming. Life's full of surprises, and the quiet ones can surprise you the most. What do you think? Drop your thoughts below. I can't wait to hear from you.